Sit back, relax, and take a virtual
Morning, sports
ride.
fans. Well, Ben from Ben's Hang-Ups here. We got us a nice sunny morning, clear blue skies so far. Little nippy though, it's 28 degrees. Supposed to warm up today, maybe get to 40. Yep, yesterday we had snow. But that's the way it is here in northern Indiana. We're heading west today. Some of the back roads. Got about 50 miles to go here. Going to the big town of Winamac. Now, you may ask why he's going to Winamac. Well, you're going to have to watch and find out. But I got a reason. Small town, need to learn a little bit about it. And maybe it's got something just a little bit unique there that you need to see. So stay with me there, sports fans. You know how it goes. I'll see you down the road. Well, folks, this is my new song for my videos, done for me. Something I really appreciate. Give me your comments. Like to know what you think of the music. Well, we're entering the town of North Liberty right now. And now we're exiting the town of North Liberty. And then we're going to be going into Walkerton. Another small town, northern Indiana. Now, as you know, I love these small towns. But we're still on our way to the big town of Winamac. Now, Winamac's got a population of about 2,300 people, I'd say, and since 2010, that's down about 8%. They're located in Monroe Township, Pulaski County, and it is the county seat. Winamac is the county seat. You'll see interesting places you probably haven't seen. I hope you enjoy the ride. Well, here we are. Nothing like getting to Winamac. We'll just find us a place to park. Probably up here by the courthouse. And by golly, there's several places here. Well, where's old Ben at today? Well, I'll tell you. He's down in Winamac, Indiana. It's the county seat for Pulaski County. And I'm here to look at a couple of things. But one thing I want to look at, of course, is the courthouse. Always look at the courthouse. This one's got a sign on it that says closed. And of course, there's an idiot in town. This is the courthouse. And I'm going to show you the downtown here in a little bit. Besides just the courthouse, I'll walk around the court about a block. This is a town of about 2,300 people in the proper. And okay, we'll walk around and take a look here. See what we got, so bear with me. Well, first thing I noticed about Winamac, like a lot of these small towns, a lot of vacant buildings. A lot of the second stories are vacant, not occupied at all. That's a shame. Beautiful buildings right downtown here in the old section of town. But that's the way it goes these days. Now the courthouse, unique courthouse, but closed. little disappointed in that, but I can tell you it's under renovation. They're not getting rid of it. They're renovating it, and that's a good thing. I think this building is on the National Historic Register. And I'm sure there are some other buildings uptown here that are also on that register. I just wish the occupancy rate was higher. Like most small towns, their downtown areas, their older downtown areas, are struggling to get people and businesses in there. In June of 1877, the Winamac Gas and Oil Company began drilling near the Tippecanoe River. Instead of the oil, they discovered water vein at 264 feet below the ground. In the following years, the demand for wells water increased, and the small industry was built within the community. In 1923, the swinging bridge was constructed in the downtown park area, and they just celebrated their 100th year of that bridge. Now there's Jack's. I don't know how popular Jack's is, but it seems to be one of the few places down here. As far as restaurants or anything go, I'm sure there might be another one or two around. I did see a cafe, but Jack's seems to be the main place. But ladies, you can always get your nails done, your hair done, right here in Winamac. There's that courthouse. Beautiful building. It's going to be, it is in need of repair. There's no question about that. And by golly, they're going to do it. Hats off to them. Now I tried to get some statistics on the crime rate here, and every place I went, it seemed the figures were different. But I think we can agree that it is below the average for Indiana and below the national average. Now they have a small school corporation. Has a total about pretty close to 1,200 students, grades pre-kindergarten through 12th. Now pre-kindergarten through 6, they've got 505 students. They claim a teacher ratio of 16-1. Now we all know, take that with a grain of salt. We don't know how they're figuring their ratio. The middle school, 6 through 8, has 285 students, teacher ratio of 16-1. And the high school has students of about 387, teacher ratio of 14-1. Again, take it with a grain of salt on that teacher ratio. As you can see here, the stone wall around the courthouse could also use a little repair. I'm going to have to come back here in a couple of years to see what they've done to it. Neat sculpture. A lot of history here in the Tippecanoe area. As we look down the street here, I think we can see the GMC, the old GMC. By the way, I'm using a new camera. Well, for part of this, I used a new camera. I doubt if you can tell the difference. This is the new camera. Well, that was a quick walk around downtown Winamac. Walked about 5 blocks, and we got to see most of it, I would say. So we'll head back to the GMC and head to our next stop down the road. See how that goes. Building has some neat decoratings on it. I know they're redoing it. I hope they're redoing it and not tearing it down. I'll get back to you later on that. Now, one of the reasons I came to town was because outside of town, there's a Kirstings Cycle Museum. It's a little more than that, and it's a little more than just a little outside of town. I think it's probably around somewhere around a 10-mile drive. But this is the museum, Motorcycle Museum. They also do sales, and a lot of it. They do service work and so forth. Then during the year, there are a number of activities going on here and different celebrations. As you can see, it's a little bit out in the sticks. In March, they've got a mileage championship begins. In April's their classes for beginners. There's a sign that tells you where it's at. In June, they got a Mint Fest ride, annual Mint Fest ride. You're going to see this is a big place. Big place. I'm going to go up here and turn around. You can see it from this side. Out to the right there is the showroom, and it's big. This gives you an idea how big the place is. And out here is the grounds for special events and so forth, and parking. All right, we're going through this building. Okay. Well, I am at the World of Motorcycles Museum. And I'll give you a look around here. Big building. A lot of sales service. And down there we have one of the biggest motorcycles you'll see. And here they got a big parking lot. I'd say they probably have a lot of events here, motorcycle events. And a big parking lot, picnic tables. Yeah, be my bet that there's a lot goes on here in the motorcycle world. But we're going to go in, maybe, and we're going to take a look at this place, see what they got. So hang with me. As I said, they hold special events here, and they have one every month. Sometimes 2 a month. June is a big one. The Mint Fest ride that I mentioned. And they have an open house. Every month, something going on. And when I said a little unique, it is. It is a museum, a lot of antiques and so forth, but it all revolves around motorcycling, riding. Now, whether you are a motorcycle buff or not, this is a good way to spend a day, or at least a half a day here. You can spend, I would say, in this museum easily 2 hours. Every bike is marked. Every bike has an explanation of what it is, when it was built, and in some cases, the history of the bike itself. And they are beautiful bikes. So even if you're not a motorcycle person, maybe you're a history person, this would interest you. Maybe you're an antique person, you like antiques. Again, this is very, very interesting. Not just the bikes. There are antiques all over. There's posters on the wall. newspaper articles, different things that you can look at. Spend some time. By the way, there was a charge, $5. You can't beat it. Then you can tour the gift shop or the shop itself where they sell all the gear. That's interesting too. You see what I mean? Hidden everywhere. I was a little amazed at the size of the place. Very, very, very big place. A private museum. It's not funded by anyone other than these people. And I hope I'm pronouncing their names right. Kirstings. I've probably murdered it, but I hope not. Too bad. Now, for some reason, I don't know why that just fascinates me. I gotta look at this again. I'd like to have that. That back seat of that looks real interesting. I could put a stalker back there. Need something to do any day but a Sunday or Monday. Normal business hours. Come on over. The address is 8774 West 700 North, Winamac, Indiana. Come on, give them a chop. Tell them old Ben sent you. Very nice people. Well, it's getting a little later here today. I need to be rolling back. As you can see, I just take my time. Oh, North Liberty again. I think I'll make one stop. Eby's Meat Market, west side of South Bend on Sample Street. This is quite a place. Now, I don't remember the number, but I think it was somewhere around 70 different kinds of sausage in 4 coolers, big stand-up coolers. Now think of that. 70 different kinds of sausage you can buy. Wow. I've had their sausage. I've tried about 5 different kinds. Pretty doggone good. But today, pork cutlets and pork chops. Yeah, he got them, man. Down here in this blue building at the end is my American Legion Post 357. I've been a member there for over 25 years. Although my card only says 15, there was a problem back a couple of years ago, but doesn't matter. I've still been a member there for over 25 years. And I see there's an afternoon crowd. And there's a thumb. Well, folks, as always, hit that like button and subscribe.
Relax.
Don't forget, let me know what you think of my music.
Ride with me. You'll see interesting places you probably haven't seen. I hope you enjoy the ride and discover new places with me. Sit back and relax and take a virtual ride with me. Sit back and relax and take a virtual ride with me. You'll see interesting places you probably haven't seen. I hope you enjoy the ride and discover. Sit back and relax and take a virtual ride with me. Sit back and relax and take a virtual ride with me. You'll see interesting places you probably haven't seen. I hope you enjoy the ride and discover new places with me. Sit back and relax and take a virtual ride with me.